Marilyn Urbanay, and I'm very pleased to be here today, and I'm making presentations to the retirees, of which I am one, having retired myself from Glenlawn Collegiate, I guess it's 5 years ago. So I'd like to ask people to come up here and join me so that when I read their words, you know who I'm speaking of. The first is Flavio Cianfloni, who's actually unable to make it today, but Grace Ballard is here on his behalf. So Grace, if you could join me. Nancy Horowitz is also unable to join us today. But the next three, I believe, are here. So if I could have Bill Christensen, please, Brent Campbell, and Eric Marshall. To make these presentations today. Some of these people I went to university with, some I taught with, and all of whom have made great contributions to their students and the greater community with their music education. So I'll start with Flavio. Flavio, commonly known to his students as Mr. C, started teaching music in the public school system in '75. His experiences ranged from North Dakota, Alberta, and Manitoba, and he had numerous band concerts, festivals, and band trips, over 150 band trips. He was performed at the first Optimist Concert and Jazz Festival of Winnipeg, and he is the only band director to have performed in all 40 since '75. Quite the feat. Flavio is a clinician with the Manitoba Associated Music Festivals. He's a past president of the Manitoba Band Association and a past committee member for the Manitoba Teachers Society. He's been teaching music programs for the past 41 years and performing for the past 50. Music is his passion. Flavio and his wife Louise are living in Nanaimo, British Columbia, where he will pursue his love of music in establishing the Music Chord of Nanaimo, a private music studio, and his other love, the culinary arts. Flavio is a private home chef, receiving the Diploma of Cooking and Catering with honors and distinction in the culinary arts from the Stratford Institute of Ontario. And Flavio would like to thank Grace Ballard, EA for Pembina Trail School Division, for representing him and accepting this recognition while he is absent. Words from Nancy Horowitz. With affection and deep respect to the MBA community, Nancy would like to inform all friends and colleagues that have crossed her path over the last 30 years that she and her baton have relocated to Vancouver Island, to the Comox-Campbell River area. Nancy taught in Elton, Rivers, Erickson, H.S. Paul, J.A. Cuddy, and most recently at Blumenort and Mitchell schools. She has not yet decided that retiree is an accurate description for who she wants to be at this point in her life. She is claiming to be far too young to retire and is looking forward to discovering what opportunities may present themselves once the dust settles in a new location. Please know that the coffee is always on and the beer is cold. We are now one of your new destinations. Please come visit. She sends her greetings from BC and would like to tell everyone that there's much joy to be had every day in this profession we have all chosen, and that I am so glad that so many wonderful people have crossed my path over the last 30 years. Carry on. Much love and respect from the island, Nancy Horowitz. Retirees are such master teachers that although they've tried to retire, it's sort of been a work in progress. I actually thought that Bill and Eric retired 2 years ago. They came back. And apparently Brent is still not quite done. However, we will honor them today, and should they return to the classroom, they're on their own. One good watch is enough. So, we have our words from Bill. Thank you to the MBA for the community for the opportunity to write a few words on the occasion of my first Temple conference since officially retiring. Although when I look at Eric Marshall, I'm completely confused about the definition of retirement. I've had fantastic teaching experiences at Minnetonka, Glenlawn, and most recently Vincent Massey Collegiate. No mention of the pause, that wasn't fantastic. Without a doubt, the most meaningful aspect to a career in musication has been relationships. Relationships with colleagues, relationships with students, and relationships with the parents of the students entrusted to our care. I am grateful to be part of the MBA family, and I look forward to supporting you as you continue to nurture goodness and beauty in others through music. He retires, well, after teaching band in Manitoba since 1981. His first teaching position was at Ness Middle School in Sturgeon Creek, and the following year both positions became full-time and Brent went to Sturgeon. He moved to Brandon in '84 to do a master's in music education and started teaching at Vincent Massey Collegiate in Brandon in 1985 with Dave Schmidt, a position he held to June 2015. I think we need to edit, perhaps January 2016. Brent plans to continue organizing the Brandon Jazz Festival. He also owns the Brandon School of Dance and will be working for Group Travel Planners as the Manitoba representative.
Awesome.
Brent says, I feel very fortunate to have been able to teach band in Manitoba, surely the strongest province in the country for band, and continue to learn and be inspired throughout my career by the many wonderful band directors here. Thank you. Eric Marshall. Eric reports he's not retired, he's repurposed. He's very involved in the organizational and advocacy work for music in Manitoba and in Canada. In retirement, he enjoys playing with the Winnipeg Wind Ensemble, the West Side Jazz Band, and teaching at U of M. With degrees in music and education from several Eastern Canadian universities that shall not be named, Eric moved to Winnipeg and spent his career in the St. James Assiniboia School Division, conducting in almost all their band programs. And he has a challenge for you. Continue to make a difference in each other's lives. Care for yourself, your friends, family, colleagues, students, and the music and art that you create. In the challenge of the 21st century, music and arts education is now more vital, more critical, and more essential than ever before in shaping the leaders of tomorrow and the world of today. Students who are involved in music and arts education are acquiring skills that are hard to acquire in our technological, individualistic, and social media-driven culture. Music education and its shared, collaborative, and communal experience is making a very special and very unique contribution to the lives of our students. Keep making a difference. Do it because you care.